Demi Moore, Charles Band, and a Parasite film penis. Released in 1982, Parasite was shot in 3 weeks, directed by Charles Band, and a very early outing for him, his third ever directed feature. The film is hated by critics and looked on as a B-movie with little to offer. Yes, it's a B-movie, but if you're a fan of the Bees, there's something to offer here. Originally, the film was a remake of Vincent Price's classic The Tingler, but it evolved in its own thing, and yeah, it still kept a gimmick. A strange man is riding through a desert, waking up in a van after a strange dream. He stops for gas, which is $40, which makes me feel a whole lot better about gas prices now. Although they only take silver because the American dollar is worthless here. We learn here it's 1992 and it's a post-apocalyptic world, sorta. Apparently there was some nuclear something. New York and LA are madhouses now, and that's just about all they get into. He runs into a local named Buddy who claims a cup of coffee is $5 now, which unlike the gas prices, coffee's actually that high these days if you go to like Starbucks, but or go to Wawa and pay the $2 or whatever it is. He would kick it though, but he's got some Videodrome thing going on in his stomach, so he's got to bounce.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
This weirdo makes it to a hotel where he's the only one staying at. We meet the rest of the cast here, being the hotel owner, the barkeep next door, Scarface Collins, and a group of punk kids who feel like they run the town. Oh yeah, Demi Moore's in this too. It's a super early role for her, and her late ex-husband, rockstar Freddie Moore's in this as well as a background punk kid. Leader of the punks, Rickus, causes a lot of trouble here, but funny enough, he was the lead troublemaker Saint in Frightmare, movie I reviewed the other day, and Scott Thompson is also in both these as well. While we're talking about actors, Collins is played by Al Finn, who's been in everything from the Forgotten Plastic Man cartoon from '79, he's Swarm in the Spidey Amazing Friends cartoon, and every classic show from Matlock to Seinfeld to Starsky and Hutch. At this point, we learn Weirdo is Dr. Paul Dean, who worked for the government, which is connected to these merchant dudes. We'll learn about more later. Dean worked on some parasite project. He fled with the only 2 parasites alive. One stuck on him, and the other one he's studying to learn how to kill. Well, the kids rob Dean for silver and open up the canister, unleashing the 3D space dildo right at them. And oh yeah, the film is shot in 3D gimmicks for some reason. It's not a lot though. It's an occasional parasite shot or blood or a hand or two, but really not a whole lot of 3D here. The parasite leashes onto one of the kids, so Rickus spazzes out and kicks the shit out of Dean. We fade away mid-conflict for some reason, and Demi Moore saved him, I guess. James Davidson rolls up in a Lambo for his last ever role as Merchant Wolf, the liaison of the Parasite Project. He shows up in his fancy car and his Doctor Who laser stick. He tracked Dean down here. Meanwhile, the parasite kills the kid and moves on to the next one, and then the next one being the owner of the shop, who already looked half dead and just sucks straight through her face and bursting out. A pretty cool effect. There's only a few minutes left here, so Dean learns a high frequency will kill the parasite because we just have to wrap this thing up, I guess. He kills the one on him, and the second one's on the loose, so Wolf gets the parasite stuck on him mid-tussle, and he runs straight through the wall, straight off the deck, and Demi Moore blasts a conveniently placed gas tank right next to Wolf and the parasite, blowing them to hell video game style. It's a fun way to end the movie. There's a cool little final shot there. I have no clue what this is, though. Whatever this, end credit shot thing is, so maybe sequel hook? In the beginning, Dean has a laser too, but he gets jumped by a horny couple and they break it. A snake and some convenient metal pole does it as assailant, and the kills here are all pretty solid. The first kill is pretty fine, it's okay. The parasite kills are pretty good. Rickus gets shot by a laser in the basement, that was fun. And of course the end explosion's a lot of fun as well. The best kill, however, goes to Buddy, the first local Dean meets. When Wolf makes it to town, he stoops around, but Buddy holds it down for a strange friend, telling Wolf there's been no visitors that have come by. But in Don't Go in the House style, Wolf doesn't like liars, and he blasts his hand off. The hand effect is really good here. Usually decapitated hands are just kind of lay in the ground and spurt out a little bit of blood. But here the fingers wiggle and the whole 9 yards. Seems really small, but it's pretty memorable to me. Demi Moore went on record as this being her worst movie, but personally, I take this over her entire filmography. However, Robert Goldie, or Dean, must have loved this movie because he had a sequel planned, but after MC Pictures would go under, it would never materialize. Although I did see on his IMDb he reprised his role in Sci-Fi Slaughter, another Charles Band flick. Apparently, the film did a $5.5 million domestic against $800,000 budget, which, no wonder they were so eager to lock in that sequel. The funniest thing to me behind the scenes wise is one of the punk kids, the second one to get the parasite, didn't like the script and had them rewrite and shoot additional scenes with their character. And then they just cut him out of the film entirely, fixing the script and just putting it back to the original. That's hilarious to me. And oh yeah, to wrap up, Stan Winston, known for doing special effects on Terminator 2, Jurassic Park, Aliens, Batman Returns, and other mega classics. Well, he designed and created the Parasite effect. So F you critics, this movie has a lot to offer. A Richard Band score, both B's, a cool laser hand kill, a 74 Lambo, Scarface, Demi Moore, and 3D space dildos.
I guess you owe me one, Scarface.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not already, drop a little subscription down below. Make sure you stay tuned because every day in the month of October, I'm dropping a different horror movie review. I believe they come at 7 a.m. Eastern time. And so keep an eye out for that. And then every week, every other week throughout October, there's a bonus comic video still coming up. I still want to make sure there's still some combo content on the channel. And then throughout the rest of the year, there's combo content every single week, 1 to 2 times a week. Plus, I do the YouTube Shorts where I post stuff on there every day. I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook, I got the Facebook group Fandoms Unleashed where you get a behind-the-scenes look at the whole channel, everything, Connor's Comics, the whole company, all that kind of stuff. So all that is linked down in the description below. And again, make sure you subscribe. Keep an eye out for updating daily videos. And until next time, peace.